Welcome back to Vlogmas day 17. Now it's been a minute. You might have noticed that we missed today. Yesterday, Courtney and I went to the Christmas market, but I haven't had a chance to edit yet. So that means in a day coming up, I'll be able to squeeze that in, but it's officially day 17. It's also Sunday, which means garage projects. It's also starting to get very cold. Today it's 25, I think the high is 27. So while I might and I do want to paint, I think I need to start with other projects. So I chose all of my chairs. I found these chairs on Facebook Marketplace. I'm really excited with the new booth space to be able to fit these in. I was going to take these two and put them in the current booth space no matter what, but now that we have the bigger space, I'm excited to put them in and hopefully they sell quickly and I'll be able to put these two in. But both sets of chairs need just a little bit of work. First of all, I need to clean them, and then today I think we're gonna do a lot of gluing. It's like in each set, one of them is really great and one needs some work. So this one, really great. This one, wobbly. This one, really great. This one, tear in the cane. I am not going to recane the chair, but I am going to do a little bit of wood glue and kind of weave it together so that that blemish looks as small as possible. You can kind of see it there. I've never recaned a chair, but I have looked up a few YouTube tutorials. It is possible, but if I did it here, I'd have to do all 4 panels because it would just look different. I would rather price these accordingly and let someone else do it if they want to, or just enjoy the chair how it is. I love the vintage look of these barrel chairs and then the like 70s look of these black and wood ones, but they do need cleaned, which we're gonna do first. Especially because it's cold out, I'm going to be very careful with the water, but this is from inside. Someone refinished these with this pattern. When I bought them, they said that the blue is under. I looked quickly and I just don't see it, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this orange and yellow pattern fabric on top. For this, I just have warm water and Dawn soap, but I also grabbed a magic eraser sheet. It's been a few days since I mentioned that I'm getting a new booth space, and so many people have commented and mentioned how excited they are for it. I am also so excited. I have 2 weeks to move everything in, which means I have 2 weeks to get all of the Christmas out and pack all of that up for next year. It seems like a lot of time, but this is one of the things that I definitely want to be ready right when I start moving in. That's why I'm so excited to do it today, even though it's freezing outside. I also just really like these chairs. My plan for these 2 chairs is to price them individually, and while I think they're really cool, I understand that it's going to take the right buyer to get them and to want them in their house. So I'm thinking I'm going to price them like $55 each. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you think that's a good idea or if it should be higher or lower. I also think the colors are going to be really unique and refreshing, especially right after Christmas. Plus, I've been thinking a lot about the colors that I want in my booth and kind of the theme. Because Christmas is over, it's still winter, not quite spring. I think I'm gonna pull out all of the stuff that I have that's blue. Since I initially moved into my booth in the fall, and then it was Christmas, I really haven't put a lot of blue out. And I've just been kind of setting it off to the side, waiting for the right time. And now I just have like 6 or 7 really pretty blue things. And I think it'll be the perfect time of year to kind of put them there and let them pop. I've also found that it's really hard to incorporate color. I like a lot of neutrals and grays. But this should be a great time of year to really bring those out. So I bought these chairs as a set. That one over there is in really good shape. I'm comfortable selling that one, normal price, normal condition. This one is in really rough shape. And I knew that when I bought it. And I thought it was something I could kind of fix or work on. And I'm starting to question that decision. The finish is a lot more rough than I expected. There's little pieces of wood missing in different places. So now I have to decide if I put them both in the booth because they're a match, if I ditch this one completely, or if I put this one in the booth but just mark it really low. I don't know. The style of chair is really growing on me. I was starting to debate if I needed to put these in the booth first and then the fabric chairs second. Now I'm wondering if I should put those 3 good chairs in the booth and leave this one at home, maybe to refinish sometime. I don't know. This is the good chair, and you can kind of see the finish isn't perfect, but it's in really great shape. Over here you can see the color variations. There's some wear on the backrest, some wood missing there. I knew that was missing, but it's also missing the rounded part on the leg. And this one is really great and sturdy, whereas this one just wobbles. The one chair is perfect. That might just go to the booth by itself. And then I can decide if I want or how much I want to fix this one, if I think it's going to turn out or if I think it's just going to be a waste of time. Oh well, even one of them out of the 2 is a good choice to buy them, but I don't want to hold on to things that I'm not ultimately going to sell or have a use for, so I'll have to think about that. On a more positive note, all of them cleaned up really well, and I'm ready to glue that one. For this, I'm going to use just the smallest amount of wood glue and blue tape. My goal really is to just make sure it's weaved correctly and to stop it from breaking more. As a background, and I'm actually going to put the tape right over the top. And however that dries is how it's going to be forever. While we're waiting for those chairs to dry, here's some of the blue things that I kind of have in mind to put in the booth next. I have this blue candy dish. I think this is beautiful, but until now it really just hasn't matched anything. I have this globe. I know it's not like blue glass like everything else, but it will fit well with all of the blue things. I have this lamp that I painted teal a while ago. This is perfect for spring. I always kind of pictured it as an Easter lamp, but it was just the wrong time of year. So that will definitely go in. These teal vases that you saw a few days ago when we went thrifting. I have this blue goblet. It has like a George Washington bust on the side, but this will be really pretty. Different shades of blue, but I think if I spread them through the booth, it's gonna make it kind of flow well together. I think this might be the last thing that I really have set aside for the blue reset, but I found this really cool kettle and I'm excited that it'll actually have a spot finally in the booth. There's one more thing that I want to do with these chairs. I like to use Old English when I'm working with wood, and I'm not gonna refinish it, but it has a few scratches. This is just kind of like an oil-based product. It soaks into the wood and adds that darker color. All of the scratches on both chairs are really visible because it's so much lighter underneath the veneer. I also just used water and soap to clean them, and this oil will kind of make the wood a little more protected, or at least add that shine back into it. That was really our last step on getting the chairs ready. I'm still struggling with this one. It's really hard to break up the pair, but it's just not in very good shape, so I don't think I want to sell it in my store. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe even put all 3 of these in right away. I was also planning to start painting today, but it's 25 today and it's gonna be 37 in a few days, so I'm just gonna wait. Obviously, it needs to be even warmer than that for paint to really set up, but it'd probably be better if it wasn't freezing. This is our next painting project. But I need to head inside and start editing, or you're never gonna see another video. That does it for day 17 of Vlogmas. Hopefully you enjoyed the sneak peek of seeing the things that are going into the booth next. And the best part is I'll be back tomorrow morning with a new project.